Hey viewers, Hexcraft here. Before we get started, a few things. These are covering the skins that occurred during like Arcane and the Chinese New Year. Again, more skins that I hadn't been able to cover since I took that time working on videos and such, figuring out how I want to push my channel forward. But besides that, again, skins related to the show and Chinese New Year, and yeah, out of the way, let's get into it. This skin is interesting. In the past, I referred to the first season's Arcane Caitlyn skin as just a variant or upgrade to the base skin. This is base skin plus plus, basically. I wouldn't say it feels like its own skin, it just feels like an upgrade to the base skin. And it is an upgrade. The traps are a little bit okay. Again, just the Hextech gem and all that. Little details like the Kierman logo and her abilities is really cool. And I think the best ability she has is her ultimate with this cool Hextech portal rune shot design that fires the bullet towards target, which is weird because I don't think it did that in the show. But all in all, though, it's a cool design. The gun looks amazing, the model looks great. And yeah, it's a base model plus plus, so it gets a 7. Because I think there's a lot more details they could have added to push it the extra mile. Alright, people are going to fight me on this one, but I don't like Savior Jayce. In my opinion, the best part about this skin is its gun form. I think the effects in the gun form are the best. They're the cleanest, they look good, they fit the feel. The effects in hammer mode, I feel, just look eh. Like, I could barely tell with especially the map currently is. I would say W is kind of bleh. It looks similar to, like, the Victor Arcane skin and how it looked. The smack swing is eh. Feels like the every other swing. No real new effect that felt like its own. And its slam is probably the best ability, but of course it is. It's a key thing of the show. But all in all, the effects, I would say, are eh, with the gun form being good. And when it comes to the model, it's a preference look. Personally, I don't like it because we get this look for a bit in the show, but I feel like they could have went with how he did, like, when he got back. The half and half, like half rugged, half put back together. But again, it does look like a key moment in the show. Look-wise, it's eh to me. Again, it's a preference. That's not my preference. So personally, I think it's a 6. It's holding on mainly because of the last of its abilities of its gun form. To others, this might be a 7 or an 8. But again, to me, it's a 6. Out of all the Arcane skins we got with the new season, I would say Ekko's is probably the most interesting and put together one. Of course, the blue effects of Hextech mixed with the pink of Jinx, because if you've seen the show, she helped make this version of the Chrono Drive, or whatever they called it again. But again, the details are great. Just the little cleaner effects of Hextech mixed with her kind of design. So you can see the pink of her sketches everywhere, and the little monkeys when she go into the W, the chinging monkeys effects. It's really nice, again, because they carved those and put them into the drive. All in all, the details are great. The effects are bright and clean, and the model looks amazing. The only detail that I think they could have improved, Arcane Ekko is depicted usually with green as his main color and effect. I wish they added that as well. A mix of pink, blue, and green throughout the entirety of this would have felt like the best Ekko skin. It's going to get an 8, but again, this is one of his very high up skins in my opinion. This skin got delayed because of details and like making it look good. And overall, model-wise, I think it's a really nice looking model. I do love the little details in certain abilities that you can find very easy. When it comes to the E, the effect moving forward isn't really that noticeable. The little stars above the head, however, when you're rooted, is pretty nice. The strawberry being thrown with the Q is cute, and the effect blooming out looks good. The shield looks the same, but her little passive little strawberries, these on the stick, honestly, it's adorable. And the ult, again, as always, the biggest and most interesting effect she has. This artistic path shooting out this strawberry blast. All in all, the model looks incredible. The effects detail-wise look great. My only problem, effects-wise, this is the same color scheme as a few of her other skins. Like, this feels like I've seen this same kind of effect for her E, that it just doesn't look anything special. If you look closely, it shades from basically the brightest being yellow to the darkest color being somewhat purplish, and it's shading through. However, that's Seraphine. Like, a lot of that has been seen before with those same color schemes, especially because it's sort of like a primary, I guess we would call it orange, in a way, with a lot of the glowing effects. Which again, it's just been seen. It feels like this color scheme has just been seen a few too many times with Seraphine. If they went with a different color scheme, I feel like better. More brighter reds for the strawberries, maybe. All in all, though, it's an okay skin, gets a 7, but it could have been a lot better. Dear God, this skin is... Now, I get it. It was a Chinese New Year. Riot will usually pick a lot of the same characters when it comes to their Asian skins, popular characters, and Jhin's Asian, so why not? However, let me bring up a fact real quick. Using Darius as an example. Darius has 3 Asian skins as well. Lunar Beast, red and gold. Looks good. Looks unique. Spirit Blossom, blues and purples. Looks good. Looks extremely amazing. Unique. Porcelain, looks good. Whites and blues. Unique. Now let's look at Jhin. Blood Moon was interesting. Again, reds and such. Shanghai, red fires and smokes and mountains. And now let's look at this, and reds and smokes. Heck, the recall is him surrounded by like mountains and smoke. Again, this feels like a variant of Shanghai Scroll, which I already said Shanghai Scroll was just a more Asian-based skin Jhin. And yeah, this skin does not improve in my opinion. I would say Mythmaker Jhin is actually kind of just in comparison. Overall, I think it's a bad skin, and even with its cool effects, I think the best thing it has is like a little flower floating in the water. And even with that, oddly enough, it gets a 4. And not for a good reason. Mythmaker Nami is interesting. I would say it is an improvement of base. Model-wise, at least, it feels more like an improvement in being unique and cool, but kind of eh. Staff is okay. The biggest selling point, I feel like, are the effects. The bubble looks interesting. I don't really understand what's inside the bubble. I think it looks like a die for dice. But again, it popping and having, again, the little cars and leaves. The spheres for her E, I don't really understand what they're supposed to be, the bubbles and such. But then again, fish is so clear and interesting looking with her heel. And of course, her ultimate looks great with the fish going through it. All in all, it's a good skin. I can give it a 6, though. I feel like there are still better Nami skins. And there you have it. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment down below what you thought, like and share. Tell me how you feel about the skins, comment a champion you'd like to see, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Peace.